It's Wednesday, August the 18th. Welcome. This is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion. Today we are reading from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verses 32 through 40. Here's the word of the Lord. Ask now about the former days, long before your time, from the day God created human beings on the earth. Ask from one end of the heavens to the other. Has anything so great as this ever happened, or has anything like it ever been heard of? Has any other people heard the voice of God speaking out of fire as you have, and lived? Has any God ever tried to take for himself one nation out of another nation, by testing, by signs and wonders, by war, by a mighty hand and an outstretched arm, or by great and awesome deeds, like all the things the Lord your God did for you in Egypt before your very eyes? You were shown these things so that you might know that the Lord is God. Beside him there is no other. From heaven he made you hear his voice to discipline you. On earth he showed you his great fire, and you heard his words from out of the fire. Because he loved your ancestors and chose their descendants after them, he brought you out of Egypt by his presence and his great strength, to drive out before you nations greater than stronger than you, and bring them into their land to give it to you for your inheritance, as it is today. Acknowledge and take heart this day that the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth below. There is no other. Keep his decrees and commands which I am giving you today, so that it may go well with you and your children after you, and that you may live long in the land the Lord your God gives you for all times. And this is the word of the Lord. The article today is titled, Our Choices Matter, by Kara Schoenemann. The book of Deuteronomy is a speech given by Moses to the Israelites right before they are about to enter the promised land. Moses gave this speech to the next generation of Israelites. He wanted them to understand that they did not need to make the same mistakes as their parents. He called on them to make better choices. Keep his decrees and commands which I am giving you today, so that it may go well with you and your children after you, and that you may live in the land of the Lord your God gives you for all times. Moses was saying that the choices of one generation affect generations to come. For example, the choices of the previous generation to disobey God led to a wandering in the desert for 40 years. Throughout the book of Deuteronomy, the words listen and love are woven together. Listening to God only takes place when motivated by love of God. Loving God is shown through listening. Moses wanted to impart these important concepts to the next generation so that they would grow in love and knowledge of God and impact generations to come. The hymn is On Jordan's Stormy Banks by Samuel Stinnett. On Jordan's stormy banks I stand, and cast a wistful eye to Canaan's fair and happy land, where my possessions lie. I am bound for the promised land. And from the Gospel of John, chapter 3, verse 17. For God did not send his Son in the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. And that is your daily devotion for Wednesday, August the 18th. Have a blessed day.